Sign up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the December 17th, the Thirsty Thursday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know that I am absolutely grateful for your presence here. But much more important than that, during this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, hey, we've got you covered there too. Go ahead, send me an email. Send it to steve@tfnn.com. Inside that subject heading, please put radio show question, of course, in our Tiger's Den. Well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on terrific Thursday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Right now, you got all the indices in the U.S. trading to the upside. The Dow up 116, S&P 17, NASDAQ 164, Russell 17. Semis are up 6. New York Stock Exchange up 89. Wilshire's up 249. Trannies are up 76. Spot volatility index trading down 80 cents at 21.70. Gold's up 33 bucks. Silver up $1.20. Hi-ho silver. You've got lead the charge to the upside. Wunong Net Technology up $50, 77%. Shopify up $39 or 3%. God up 11% or $37. CoStar Group up 30. Coupa Software up 25. So we've got some movers and we've got some shakers. Shaking to the downside, Bitwise 10 crypto index off $42 or 30%. Ouch. AutoZone down $14. Google's off 11. Midwest Holdings down 10. So we've got a few things to look at. Of course, I want to look at what you want to look at. Let's begin simply by taking a look at one of the strong indices out here of the four, the Russell 2000. Let's go figure out what it's doing. Percentage-wise, it's leading the charge. Kind of leading the charge all-wise out here. Let's take a look at the 30-minute time frame chart. So on the 30-minute time frame chart, no real bottoming, no topping signal that formed out here earlier this morning. We did see a top at 4 o'clock. The other indices really giving some of those indications out here. But that's neither here nor there. And really this morning, as I was putting the newsletter together between 7 and 9 or so, what the Russell 2000 was signaling to us was price was likely to head back to its breakout level. And that's at 1956. And in fact, that is exactly what took place this morning. Let me get my crosshair out there. That took place at 10 o'clock. In fact, price actually got down to 1954, which was the bottom of the U.S. opening ranges. So you see on these 30-minute time frame charts, oftentimes you'll see two black solid horizontal lines, two blue solid horizontal lines. My apology about my grammar. And then you'll see typically two red. They're marking the opening range, the half-hour period when the U.S. opens, that's 6 to 6:30. When Europe opens, 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, it might be shifted because of daylight savings time, so I'd have to go back and check. But and then you've got the Asian Open. So all those, and they can act as, and if you're an intraday trader, it is so helpful to understand where that opening range is at, because if price is trading above or below, it's giving you a directional identifier of what its intention is. What's the intention now? Because you don't really care about what it did this morning. It's 1:10 in the afternoon, and you want to know, where is the Russell 2000 headed to? Excellent question. We know that its TD9 breakdown level is 1974.70. Price is trading above all opening range levels. We can see that it's trading into an area where it turned down last night. That's at 330. So it's really going to be, and this is not much of a tell for you, but if price is able to take out 1971.50, then price will head to 1974.70. There's no top at this stage. It's just at a price where price had turned down earlier this morning. Let's go take a look at the other equity future contracts out here. Let's go take a look at the Dow, the YM. What did it do this morning? Well, it formed a TD9 count top, did that early this morning. Remember when I mentioned that the Russell 2000 didn't have a topping pattern, but some of the other equity futures contracts did. So at 3:30 this morning, we had a TD9 count top. That is still in place, and that is held, and that was suggesting that price would move back to its breakout level, 31.23. Now, it hasn't gotten all the way down there at about 12:30. During the 12 to 12:30 session, price got down to 31.35 versus 31.23. That's pretty good. But here's the deal. Support is held at this stage of the game, and price is just simply consolidating with inside its opening range bars out there. So we just have a sideways consolidation inside the Dow equity future contract. Let's go take a look at the NQ. What is the NQ doing? What has it done? The NQ earlier this morning, didn't pull over here. The NQ earlier this morning, when I say earlier this morning, I'm referring to the time of 10 o'clock. And at 10 o'clock, what the NQ does, it gets to wave number 7. That's letter G on my screen out there. It generates a Rhodes momentum indicator signal, and on the very next bar, you get a small-bodied bearish engulfing candle, confirming the Rhodes momentum indicator pattern. That suggested that price would pull back to its breakout level, 12,672. What the NQ did was it tested the top of the Asian opening range, and that's where it found support. Now it was at 12,687. Right now, price is trading with inside a bearish structured profile. So inside the NQ, what you'll want to watch is first, can price take out 12,754, 12,755? If it does close above that, tells you about a strong, nothing more bullish than a failed bearish pattern. And when I talk about bearish patterns, in this context here, I'm just referring to the market profile. I'm not talking about a TD9 count, a Rhodes momentum indicator, an A to B equals CD. I'm just really referring to the profile itself. And closing above a bearish structured profile tells you that buyers were just simply able to run those folks over. We don't have that piece of information yet, but that's what you would be watching. To the upside, 12,754. To the downside, 12,672. Let's go take a look at the ES Mini, finish off the short-term time frame charts. Let's do that before we get to this breakout here. The ES Mini forming a Rhodes momentum indicator. Oops, that didn't help. There we go. A Rhodes momentum indicator top at about 10 o'clock this morning as well. And price pulling back. So the ES Mini is stronger than the NQ out here from the perspective of it didn't really get back that far, didn't really pull back that much after the topping signal. European opening range, bottom, is where it found support. Still, price is just consolidating sideways. 37.16, and that's really not the number. The number to watch today to the upside, it closed above 37.17, says you continue to move higher, and to the downside, support is at 36.94.75. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back. We're going to take a look at Pan American Silver, I believe that is, PAAS. We'll be right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. Do you have broken or unwanted jewelry, diamonds, watches, coins, silverware, and other collectibles that you would like to turn into cash? Tiger Precious Metals and Stones will pay fair market value. We make it easy to turn your precious metals that are sitting around in your house into cash. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245 and he will walk you through our safe and secure process. Andy has been in the business buying and selling precious metals for over 15 years. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245.
TFNN has just launched our Tiger Dollar Holiday Sale. For a limited time, we've doubled all the Tiger Dollar bonuses where you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars are good for all TFNN newsletters, webinars, and services and never expire. Whether you're a current subscriber or just thinking of signing up for any TFNN products in the future, this is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. Happy holidays from all of us at TFNN.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. So let's go take a look at Pan American Silver. I think this is for Duffy in the Tiger's Den, currently trading out at 33.65. So Duffy, it is trading right now above the top of its daily profile. It was above the top of its daily profile yesterday. So what does that suggest? From a profile standpoint, we can see that Pan American Silver is trading with inside its weekly and monthly profile level. So likely price is targeting the next area for it to target is 35.52, and that is the center of its bearish structured weekly profile. So that's next upside based upon profiles. But let's go take a look at Stevie's other charts out here, see if there's any other information that we can glean for it. So here's the daily time frame chart, and we got nada, zip, zilch, nothing here to really help us out. You just have a good old-fashioned consolidation, in essence, with inside that profile. So about 30.24, I would say, to the 30s, 6 type area. That's what the daily is telling us. The weekly chart is saying, hey, you know what? The rally or counter trend rally at this stage of the game may have petered out. And nothing against anybody who's named Peter out there. You know what I mean? But price has gotten up to 34.10. That's that oscillator unchanged line. So in order for price to get to 35.52, you need to see it close above that oscillator unchanged line. If it does close above that, currently printed at 34.09, that'll be a positive on the weekly chart and say, okay, 35.52 is game, perhaps even 40.11. But right now on the weekly time frame, if we were trying to understand, hey, on the daily basis, price moves up. Why did it stop where it did? Well, now when we take a look at this chart here, Duffy, well, we can see that. It's very clear. It's that oscillator unchanged line. So that's a number, and that's an area for you to be watching and observing. Monthly time frame, we can see that during the month, both last month and this month, price pulled back, tested its oscillator unchanged line. So on the longer term basis, this is still bullish. Anytime you test and reject a green oscillator unchanged line, that is a bullish signal. So that's what I see when we take a look at Pan American Silver. I hope that helps you out, Duffy, and thanks so much for the request. We had another request come in earlier. This is from Rich. And Rich wants to take a look at TDOC. TDOC. TDOC is the ticker symbol. That is Teladoc Health. And I read this earlier. Let's see, you're up quite a bit. Your basic question is, you're wondering if this is a good time to take some profits, but you're also curious to see whether yesterday's low was a bottom and where we see it headed from here. Okay, so that's pretty reasonable. We can go take a look at it. So when we take a look at Teladoc right now on a daily basis, so we're giving you kind of the short-term time frame scenario. Price is trading with inside a bullish structured profile, very likely headed up to 197.10. If it can close above 197.10, that's a positive, but that's a positive only up to 209.48. What price did do this week, you're asking, did it form a bottom? I don't know about the bottoming patterns. We'll go take a look at those. But what it did do is it hit support. And support was on the weekly time frame, and that's at 182.16. If price closed below 182.16, then you're looking at a move down to 172 to 176. Below that, then you'd be looking at a move to 131. That's the profile perspectives out here. But let's go take a look at our other charts and see what other information we can glean. But from the profile standpoint, in answering Rich's question, did it find a bottom? Yeah, it bottomed where it should have at support on that weekly time frame out here. Where could it trade up to? Well, we've given you those numbers, so nothing is going to change there. The daily time frame shows us that price is now above a red oscillator and change line. If it can close above 192.59, then what that tells us is price should be able to hit the top of that profile. Only a few bucks higher, $3 higher out there. You're asking, should you sell? Remember, I mean, that was one of the questions out there. Or where should you sell? You know, you've got a nice wave number 7, that's letter G. You've got a Rhodes momentum indicator top way back in the July time frame. I can see an A to B equals CD to the downside. I can't draw it in on this one. I can draw it in over here. Give me a moment, and we'll just draw that pattern in for you. And that has given you a bottom signal. It wasn't yesterday. It was earlier. So here's Teladoc. Here is the A to B equals CD pattern out there. So the A point is going to be that high from the trading session of August the 4th. The B point out here has to be the trading bar of September the 4th, because that's the low after that high out there. Now there's a lower low, but I'm looking for an A to B equals CD. That's my B point in this pattern. And the C point is the retracement up into October the 13th. About a 0.786. It was actually 77.5. So we can see that in the case of Teladoc, it's very close to making that 1-to-1 A to B equals CD pattern on the trading session of November 10th. And on that very next trading session, this is called a bull sash candle out there. That is your bullish reversal candle. That is your buy the D point. So you have a buy the D point pattern in right now. Again, it wasn't this week, wasn't yesterday. And you're inside a bullish structured profile. I would only close out the trade if price closed below the bottom of that bullish structured daily profile, and that's at 172.59, because you have a nice profit, you'd want to see 2 consecutive closes below that to give you that confirming signal of price headed lower. Let's go look at the other time frame charts out here for Teladoc. On the weekly time frame, what do we have? We've got that Rhodes momentum indicator signal out there. If price were to close below, as an example, 182.16, that could be signaling to move all the way back to 102. On a monthly time frame, what do we have? Price holding the oscillator and change line. So that would be another reason to stick with this trade. But that oscillator and change line is where we're printing right now at about 194.44. But price should continue to move higher. And so that's all I've got with regard to Teladoc. So did it form a bottom this week? It tested support and held. It formed a bottom actually back in the early part of or middle of November out there. And the charts are suggesting to stay with the trade at this point in time. So I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. Hope I answered all your questions, Rich, and best of luck. Let's take a look at a question here from Hector and the fuel injectors. And Hector wants to take a look at NEM, that is Newmont Mining out here. And let me get it going on my other charts. Hector says, happy Thursday. Back at you, my friend. Newmont, since August 5th, has been on a slow death spiral. Gapped up today. Is this wounded duck just giving us a fake out? Up move today. You know, as we take a look at do the same thing, it's really just standard procedure around here at the Trader's Edge Show. We begin by taking a look at those market profiles, and we think that taking a look at the daily, weekly, and monthly really assist us. So on a daily basis yesterday, Hector, Newmont Mining closed above the top of that daily profile, suggesting it wanted to move higher. And it's done what it has done, which could be topping out here. So here's the potential. Maybe this is just a little bit of a consolidation. Maybe not. But if you take a look at it, it's very clear. It's very clear to me. I'm sure it's very clear to Hector as well, which is why he was writing in. But if you take a look at, where do we want to pull it? Here's easily What the heck? There we go. I don't know what color this is going to come out. Hopefully yellow. There we go. But, there is at least your consolidation. In there, I mean, we could come, I'd say that's really the consolidation pattern. So the cool thing is here, Hector, is if price is able to close above the November 20th candle session, that is 62.38 out there. It had 5 million shares, by the way. Today you're at 3.8, so you got pretty good volume. Then what you might have is a measured move equal to that consolidation to the upside. So is it a fake out? It's up at the top of that consolidation right now. But if it can get above that, a move to 67.06, top of its weekly profile, 72.22, top of its monthly profile, definitely comes into play. But we'll go take a look at my white background charts as soon as we're back from this break. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We got the Dow up 128, the S&P 17. Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, BAM! As well as,
whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab. Bam!
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're taking a look at Newmont Mining. Hector and Patty, the fuel injectors, are wondering whether or not this wounded duck is just this little fake-out move today. And so we've established what it needs to do. We've identified that little consolidation. There's nothing else here on the daily time frame charts, Hector, that provide us with any other clues. So let's move on to the weekly time frame. And the weekly time frame shows the Rhodes Momentum Indicator top and suggests that price could still get back to test support at the 54.64 level out here, with price being below its oscillator unchanged line It doesn't mean that it can't rally, but here you can really see a larger consolidation pattern out there. And that's really what Newmont Mining is doing. And maybe that's what's frustrating you, Hector, is just simply that sideways consolidation. I get it. On a monthly time frame, the positive here is that price is back above the oscillator and change line, which is currently printed at 60.45. We're at 61.30. Closing above that this month, December, would be really helpful, because if it closes below that level, geez, that brings into play at least 40.84 to the downside. And on a quarterly basis, is there anything out here? Not much. We do know on a quarterly basis that there was resistance at that 72.42 level, and that is exactly where price ended up stalling during the month of November out here. And so that's what we see when we take a look at Newmont Mining, just that consolidation pattern in essence that is driving you nuts out there. So, Hector, good to talk to you, and Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for the best wishes out there, and I'm sure we'll talk before then, because we've got until next Thursday, basically. We've got a request inside the Tiger's Den to look at Duffy's got a twofer for Apple. So let's go take a look at Apple, see what it's doing. AAPL is the ticker symbol, and Duff is under the thought process that if we do get a stimulus, that the stimulus that we do get might, especially during this holiday season, if it does take place quickly, it has to take place really quickly, right here, Duff? It doesn't have to, right? People can use that money for after Christmas out there, but that they might be interested in upgrading to a iPhone 12 out here. Well, if we take a look at Apple, just the message of its charts, from a profile standpoint, very bullish. Price above the top of the daily. It did that yesterday. Yesterday was a bearish structured daily profile, so that's a positive. It's above a bearish structured weekly profile, and there's a profile that formed on a monthly basis last month. The price above it, and that's a bullish message as well. Now, is price going to move all the way back to its highs? I don't know. Let's go take a look at the other signals out here, see if there are any other signals in the case of Apple. And the answer is there's no topping signal. There is no signal on the chart to suggest that Apple's going to do anything but move higher out here. It's really just, and it's trading into its all-time high swing point on a daily basis, even if it's with light volume. And it probably is. I don't know if it is or it isn't out there. But even if it is, once you're inside that swing point, you can go test the high. So right now, the daily time frame chart is, whether stimulus or not, Duff, is suggesting that it wants to move higher. On a weekly time frame, we can see that a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal has triggered. This is going to be week number 7 of a TD9 count. This only becomes a problem, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator trigger signal, if in fact Apple generates a bearish reversal candle. That is not what we have at 1:33 in the afternoon on Thursday, December the 17th out there. So yeah, this is looking like it wants to head back to its highs. That's the weekly time frame. Monthly time frame out here, when we take a look at Apple, I don't see anything bearish about the monthly time frame chart, the quarterly chart out here. I don't see anything really bearish there. The yearly chart, I don't see anything bearish there. So it does look like, whether you're going to get a stimulus or not, Duff, it does look like Apple wants to move back or retest its all-time high out there. So I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. We'll check right here. I don't think I have any other requests. Nope, I take that out. We do. Perfect. So Mike S., he writes in, please look at Blink, B-L-N-K. I think that's Blink, B-L-N-K. Or maybe it's not Blink. Yep, Blink Charging Company. So let's go take a look at Blink, B-L-N-K. No other requests other than just look at it. So I'm looking at it, and I guess we're done. Just kidding. Just kidding. We take a look at Blink, above the top of a daily profile, above the top of a weekly profile, above the top of a monthly profile. This thing here is relatively new. The stock has been around for a while, but there was not a liquid stock. The liquidity didn't come into this thing until June of this year. But let's go take a look, see what it's trading into. It's at an all-time high out here. So everybody inside Blink is at having a little bash, a good bash out there. Price is triggered on a daily basis, has triggered a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. Again, no problem until there's a bearish reversal candle. Last time we had the Rhodes Momentum Indicator trigger was way back in the July timeframe, which you can see took price back to where it should have, which was $5.70. That's the TD9 breakout level. We're not going to talk about where price might pull back to because we don't have that confirming signal or pattern just yet. But you would watch for a bullish reversal signal out there, Mike. On a weekly basis, we take a look at Blink. We don't have any kind of a topping pattern out here at this stage of the game. Nothing confirmed. And the monthly chart, there's no reason for me to go back and take a look at it. So Blink looks like it wants to continue to move higher. Pretty tough on this chart for me to give you a really great price objective with this so-called Eiffel Tower type move out here. The reason is because it looks to me like it's beyond all expansions. Now, when I say all expansions, I could find one more. So let's do the expansion thing out here. So here was the expansion thing that I was first looking at. And so you can see it's already above the pi expansion, 1 to 3.14 out there. So, I don't have anything above that. But I suppose if I were going to use one more swing point expansion to get a feel for where this is headed to, we could use this. We can use the high. This is the weekly chart, by the way, that we're looking at. We can use the high from the weekly chart of November 23rd down to the low the following week out there. And that would say that where Blink is likely targeting will be 38.98. You're trading at 35.01 right now. So, Mike, I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. We've got a request out here from Marty. And Marty wants to look at PLTR. So let's go take a look at that. No, I didn't get it. I just got the R for Rider Systems, and we know that's not it. PLTR, Rider Systems. Back in the day, back in the 80s, they were one of my accounts out there down in Miami when I was in the computer business. In any event, let's take a look at Planeteer. Now, here what we want to do is go really take a look at the daily time frame. Not enough data out here to really assist us on the weekly and the monthly. What we know about this on a daily time frame, prices above its daily, this is going to be a tough one out here. But maybe, let's see if it's not so tough. Let's see if we can go take a look at my white background charts, my Ninja Trader charts, and see if there's any signals out here on PLTR. And the only signal that I really have, we've got a Rhodes momentum indicator signal that's been triggered, but no bearish reversal candle. So what do we do next? Prices below what should have been a support level, the oscillator and change line, that's at 28.45. So, Marty, that could be a target to the upside. You'd love to see price close above that. That says, okay, I'm going back to the highs out here. If it doesn't, we could see price pull back to the 1754, 1914, and 2073. What level of confidence do the charts give us that it's going to pull back to those areas? Not a huge one at this stage because there's no confirmed topping signal. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. Are you looking to buy or sell gold, silver, platinum, coins, or bullion? We can help. At Tiger Precious Metals and Stones, we specialize in the buying and selling of gold, silver, as well as collectible U.S. and foreign coins. We not only buy your unwanted or broken jewelry, but you can trade that in for gold and silver coins too. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245 for a quote over the phone and to lock in the current market price. Call us now at 727-329-8245.
TFNN has just launched our Tiger Dollar Holiday Sale. For a limited time, we've doubled all the Tiger Dollar bonuses where you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars are good for all TFNN newsletters, webinars, and services and never expire. Whether you're a current subscriber or just thinking of signing up for any TFNN products in the future, this is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. Happy holidays from all of us at TFNN.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We're taking a look at BioDelivery Sciences International. Ticker symbol here is BDSI. This is for Bob A in the Tiger's Den. So, Bob, you've got a nice confirmed A to B equals CD to the upside on the daily time frame chart out here. Let's take a look at it. Well, let's draw it back in as it disappeared. So the A point on this for the A to B equals CD pattern, the A point was the trading session of October 29th. That's your A point. Your B point, November the 18th. Your C point right down into the bottom of that bullish structured daily profile. You got to love that, November 25th. And that's really, so you take a look at that bullish structured profile here. We had a question earlier. I apologize. I don't remember the name of whoever wrote in about it, but we were taking a look. It was looking for, did something bottom? And we took a look at that profile and said, yes, on a weekly basis, price came back and found support. Very similar here to BioDelivery Services. Now, the beauty here is last week, looks like price closed over the top of that profile. That's a bullish thing. Price also took out that B point, which was a trading session again on November 18th. The high out there was 418. The volume was 1.1 million shares, and that was passed with 1.3 million shares. So you've got a 41% retracement out here. The 1-to-1 A to B equals CD gets you to 475. That's the likely price target. However, this still should have a lot of wound up energy because the retracement on that B to C leg was very shallow, only 47%. Odds favor, no guarantee, odds favor that price is going to make more than a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD, move up towards that 505 or 544 level. What you'll want to be watching for, though, Bob, at least one of the things you want to be watching for is some type of bearish reversal candle on that move up. Should you get that, that may be signaling to you that the move is over and that it could be a Gartley sell pattern. Even if you get a bearish reversal candle, what you may also then have to do is wait to see if price is able to take out its oscillator and change line, because that is green. It's a rising price oscillator, and just pulling back to that is a natural thing to do in a bullish market. Right? How do you know when a retracement is just a retracement and testing support versus the beginning of something worse? That's what the oscillator and change line is all about. It is that simple. It was to be able to objectively, not subjectively, objectively answer that question. This tells us that price is likely targeting 509. This is a daily time frame. That is its TD9 breakdown level. The weekly time frame, so it says price wants to move higher, regardless of what that price target is. The weekly time frame, you're in bar number 6 of a TD9 count. No reason for this not to continue to move higher out there. On the monthly time frame, price is above its oscillator and change line, trading inside its monthly profile. This is suggesting 504. So this looks to me like the $5 area, and you're trading at 452, is where BDSI is headed to. So I hope that helps you out. Whoever you was, I apologize. I don't remember who asked for BDSI. We had another request as well, and that was to take a look at a stock that is, wrong thing, sorry. It is AUPH, I believe. Yeah, AUPH is the stock. This is Arena Pharmaceuticals, big move to the downside today. So here, just simply from a profile standpoint, the key level that you're watching for the week, so tomorrow, you would like to see it close back above 1321. It's at 1315 right now. Why? That's a bullish structured weekly profile. If price closes below 1321 come tomorrow, it's a warning signal. Remember, one bar close below support, one bar close above resistance doesn't tell us whether the instrument is broken down or broken out. A second consecutive bar, and of course in this case here we'd be looking at a weekly, that would send the message. We know that price is well below the bottom of its daily profile, took that out, sliced right through it. So we need to go see if there's some other signals and reasons to be in this trade out here. Well, what do we have? You know, when we take a look at the daily time frame chart for AUPH, what we see here is prices trading between support and resistance. Where is support? It's at 1297. I would then say, if price closes below 1297, we know it's below the bottom of that daily profile. A close below 1297 suggests that it wants to head lower. Otherwise, you're just inside a consolidation. I understand the entry, at about this level, but be careful. When I say be careful, let's see what the 30-minute time frame chart tells us. Okay, so the 30-minute time frame chart puts us in bar number 9 right now. This is the bar that's going to complete by 2 p.m. We know that a TD9 count can't identify a top or a bottom with bars 8, 9, or the bar following 9. If this is going to bottom on a 30-minute time frame chart, you should see, so I don't know whether it's the low of this current session or there's going to be a lower low between 2 and 230. Whatever the low is up to that point in time, if you see price close below that, well, the 30-minute time frame chart would be telling you that price wants to move much lower. And again, you'll come back to that daily time frame, and what you will be watching for is that 1297 area. On a weekly basis, the weekly basis shows us so far this week, price has done nothing more than test and reject its oscillator and change line. But it's also tested and rejected close to testing. No, it says tested and rejected 1444. And 1444 is its TD9 breakdown level. So on a weekly basis, that's one more level for you to be watching and observing. So this says, oh, that's the daily time frame. It's still the daily time frame. What the heck just happened there? I apologize. That's a daily time frame. That took me back to the left. My apology. Erase those last 30 seconds, please. I wish I could erase it. Now let's go take a look at the weekly chart. Okay, that's a whole lot better. Nothing additional out here on the weekly. We can see that the high that came in, that all-time high, was bar number 8 of a TD9 count. You want to know your P's and Q's. You want to know your 8s, 9s, and bar following 9s out there. And you certainly want to be able to understand where breakout support and resistance is. Or I would suggest that you would like to do that. So I don't have any other information out here with regard to AUPH. Watch that. Watch those areas. That 1297 area is going to be key to the downside. And best of luck with regard to that trade. Yes, Ruby, we did take a look at Apple. I will just summarize Apple for you this way. The daily, weekly, monthly chart suggests that Apple wants to move higher out here. So that's what we've got. We did that, PLTR, from Marty. Okay, cool. I think we are through all of the questions out here that I've gotten. Production room, is there anybody in YouTube that's making a request out there? But otherwise, I don't have any other requests. So what are we going to go look at? Well, AUMN. There we go. Perfect. So let's go take a look at AUMN. This is going to be for someone in the for the New York Jets in the Tigers Den. I would say if you're from the New York Jets, you need losses for the rest of the season. Otherwise, you're not going to get that number 1 draft pick out there. Yeah. But if we take a look at Golden Minerals in Colorado. No, it's Gold Minerals Company out here. Price is above the top of that daily profile, 60 cents out there. So that's a positive. It's above the top of the weekly. It's above the top of the monthly out there. So all that looks pretty good for you, meaning it's above resistance. But let's go take a look at Stevie's other charts here as soon as they load up. Come on, load up for us. Load up for us. Trade at 61 pennies out here. All prices running right into PS Day resistance. That is the TD9 breakdown level. Whoops. We got to really pull this. Oh, that was the monthly time frame. Let's come to the daily. Let's come to the daily chart. Okay, what do we have on the daily time frame chart? We don't have much. We're about to go to a breakout here. Stevie, well, I do see a TD9 count top. We come back from this break. We'll look at this little penny stock, AUMN. get a feel for where it's communicating to you and I. We'll be right back.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So we're taking a look at the AUMN. And really, the level to be watching and observing is going to be 64 cents. This is trading at 61. And price should get up to 64. Now, 64 pennies is the TD9 breakdown level on its monthly time frame. If price closes above that, it tells you about a change in trend for that time frame. And a change in trend would then signal a price move up to 85 cents. You're approaching a resistance level. It hasn't been tested before, so I don't know whether it will hold or not. But that's really the level that you're going to be watching inside of this equity, AUMN. So we're coming to the end of the show here, about a minute or so. Let's take a peek at what the markets are doing at this stage here. Let's look at these profile levels. So you've got the ES mini above the top of its daily profile. We know that's bullish. Here, let's just do it like this. This is probably easiest. This is easiest because we come to this little 4-quadrant thing. So here's the ES Mini. You can see prices above all of the resistance levels out there. That is suggesting that the measure move may be on. The move up to 38.50 or so. If you take a look at the NQ out here, the NQ is trading above all of its profile levels. Inside its consolidation breakout, that suggests a move to 14,190. If we take a look at the Dow equity future contract, Dow is up above all profile levels out there. That is suggesting its measured move into the 32,002 something or so range. And we take a look at the Russell 2000. Russell 2000 really needs to close above 1977. 1977 could be a resistance area. That is its 1.272 expansion of its last major set of swing points out there. So when we take a look at the charts, the tools out here, everything is looking like it wants to continue to move higher, other than just some intraday swings. Folks, thanks so much for being here. Stay tuned for 2 more wonderful hours, and I'll see you back here 1 o'clock tomorrow. Fantastic, fabulous Friday. Have a terrific Thursday.